Good evening, Mr. Subhash. How are you?
Good evening, Shruti. I am good. I am hale and hearty, but I can't see you.
Oh my goodness, you're unable to see me.
Yeah,
Is it possible for you to rejoin?
okay.
Is it fine now? Are you able to
Yes,
see
yes.
me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay, perfect. So, how's your Sunday going? Though it's coming to an end. How was it? How was the weekend?
Sunday went well. I just remained at home. It was so hot outside, so I did not go out. And as I told you yesterday, that I would go to the market to buy
To
some
get fit.
fish. So it so happened that one fish vendor came to our home in the morning, and I bought some, but not the kind of fish that I wanted. A small fish. Okay, it was okay. So the main thing that I did not have to go to the market. It was too hot, outside there.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay, what's the temperature?
I did not see it, but it must be around 38, 39.
Oh God. Okay, it's 27 at my place. It's still bearable.
Oh, that's good. 27 is bearable, yeah.
Yeah, it's bearable. Like, I can
Mm-hmm.
survive. That's what. Otherwise, hot and humid weather is difficult. What about you?
Yeah.
Which is your favorite weather?
My favorite weather is winter. I like winter season.
Winter is a season. We are talking about weather, summer
Okay.
season, winter
Uh,
season. These are seasons. Hot days, windy days. The weather. I'm asking about weather.
uh, I don't like hot weather. I like this calm, serene, no wind, but there is no much temperature, which is bearable as you mentioned. So I like that.
Oh, okay. You also mentioned about winter as a season. Why do you like winters? Don't you think in
I like
winters the
winters
productivity
because
goes low?
during winter, you know what happened that we get to see so many fresh vegetables. Though nowadays, the throughout the year you get vegetables, no matter what season it is. Earlier it was like that. Winter had several kind of vegetables, and during summer other kind of vegetables. Nowadays, throughout the year we get all kinds of vegetables. Still, there are some vegetables during that grows during winter, like radish, cabbage, cauliflower. So all these are available during winter. So this is one thing that when it comes to food, and even the weather also I like during winter.
Okay, all right. That's really good. I've written something down in the chat box. It's cauliflower. Cauliflower.
Cauliflower,
Cauliflower.
cauliflower. Okay,
Yes. Vegetables. E is silent. Vegetables.
vegetables.
Yes. Yes. It's not vegetable. Feels as if there are so many people who are vegetarian and they're sitting on the table. Vegetable.
Okay, Shruti, may I ask you one question, if you
Yes,
allow me?
please. Oh, of course.
So, since I have watched your videos and even I have attended your classes also, so I think that you have some unique trade that the voice modulation that you have when you teach your students. This thing have the power of getting grabbing attention of your students. So what I want to know that did you put in much effort to acquire this uh, skill? I think it's a very unique skill. So did you try put in much effort, or it's your natural ability that you speak like that throughout? I mean, all along your life.
No, nothing came to me as a silver plate when I started this journey. So back in school days, I remember I was good at poetry writing. So as I'm a content writer, the journey began in grade six. I started writing poetries. So when I would write any poetry, I would also recite the poetry to my friend to ask whether she liked the story, she liked the way I've written or not. So one fine day, my teacher, saw that I was writing something. She said, "Shruti, can you please recite?" The moment I recited that poetry, she told that it's good, you've written great, but the way you present is bit off track. Means it feels as if you're reading some lines, few lines. It doesn't feel as if you're reading a poetry. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
took it on heart, and after that, uh, I don't know what was the inclination towards this language. I started participating in debates, declamation, poetry symposium, and many other activities, not just over this district level, but also state level competitions. So this skill has been developed over time. I would speak like
yeah,
in just one tone. Now, if voice modulation is coming to me naturally, it's because the efforts which I've put long years ago when I was practicing how to prepare myself up for the debate. Because for debate, you need to emphasize. Let's suppose I want to say something and you're my opponent, I have to raise my voice. I have to
yes,
express as if my words has depth. Whatsoever I'm saying needs to be taken care of, needs to be heard by people. So
yeah.
it didn't come naturally, but now it is natural. As I've practiced it enough, so I don't have to emphasize now that, oh, should I modulate or not? So this is my final tone.
Yeah, because when you
That's so
speak, nobody can ignore it because they always attract to your voice that they would love to hear you. So what I feel that it's an unique trait that you have. So that's why I thought that you must
voice.
have put in much effort
So
to acquire
voice.
this skill. Voice,
I don't know.
voice.
I cannot listen to my own voice. Really, really. It's terrible for me.
So
And you're saying,
other than taking classes that you employ this voice modulation here, particularly for students, even in your normal life, that when you speak to the other people, you speak like that.
yeah, this is my final tone.
Okay. So
Yeah,
nobody,
not
I
just
think
in,
that,
but also in my mother tongue.
so I don't think that anybody can get angry against you. The way you speak,
God.
even though some want to get angry, but they will not.
I think I'm a nice girl. I don't make people angry.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is very much palpable.
Oh, so sweet of you. Nice. No, see, everyone has a different kind of personality traits. And when I talk about myself, I believe that, okay, just be light, be humble.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. After 10 years, if someone asks you about me, you may not remember what kind of personality I have, but you would definitely remember how I treated you, isn't it?
Yes, definitely.
So one should
And
treat well. This is only.
yeah, and I would be surprised that if nobody asks this kind of questions before. I mean, whoever met you earlier, they might have the same kind of questions in their mind. How come that she has this kind of uh, quality, this quality?
No, no, no. They say everyone has past. So my past was my teacher said in front of class, Shruti, it feels as if you're just reading a story or lines. It doesn't feel like a poetry. So maybe that's why I felt, okay, now I need to take care of. Now I need to show myself that, okay, I stand out differently.
Yeah,
That's how it came. Okay. Quite interesting question. Usually I don't share my journey. Yeah. And when it comes to pronunciation, I think it is because of my friends. So I had one of my friends who would speak sir and sure incorrectly always. So while sitting next to her, I would rectify, please don't say this. It's sir, sir school, not sure school. So that's how I think I have a slight influence that I can help people with sounds. I happened to look to your YouTube channel and I was really astonished to see how long have you been working on this language. I want to know from you where motivation lies, how dedication comes to you.
I just love this language, and I want to have. But I don't think that I am putting much effort because it has been more than 2 years. I should have uh, get the hang of this language quite good, but still I am far away. It's a far cry for me.
So is it with me. See, it's a
No, no.
language. I was reading the survey. It said that it takes a decade to learn at least 10% of a language. It's okay,
Okay.
long way to go.
Now, I've seen,
Yes, and there's
that there
also
are some learners who have started, say, 2 months, 3 months back, but they are speaking quite well. When they started, they were not as good as now they used to be, but within 2, 3 months, they have developed very much. So when I look at them, I find myself I am lagging behind actually.
see, of course, English is essential for you, but it is not just the only priority of your life, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yes. You're a working professional, maybe with whom you're comparing. They have do or die situation. Let's suppose I have my
Yeah,
interview next month. Would I not be able to give my 100% here? I would. Without thinking about day and night, I would burn the midnight oil, make notes out of it, and practice. So, of course, after 1 month,
yes,
you'll be able to see that I've transformed myself.
yes,
See, they
right, right,
say
right.
you never know other half of the picture.
Yes, right. You got the point.
Yes. So we just need to relax slowly, slightly.
Yeah.
And what kind of matter is this? I always envy people like you because when I started learning English, I had no one to teach me like this. I had no one to practice. I had to fight with my friends. Can we speak in English? And they would say, why? Why do you need to speak in English?
But at least
And
you are
see now,
lucky, that you studied in a English medium school, but we could not.
how does it matter? Really, it doesn't. Believe me. Yeah, school, see, majority of the schools rather, there's a story. When teacher is in the class, you would speak in English. You would speak in English with your friends, with your teachers. The moment teacher stepped out of the class, your mother tongue comes into place, and you're like, oh, now I don't have to speak in English. Yeah. So we always have fear of teachers, isn't it? As we were
Yeah.
discussing yesterday.
Yes, right.
That's right. But if ever you get a chance to become a teacher for, let's suppose, a day or a two, would you like to become a teacher? Would you like to play a role of a teacher?
I am very much afraid of being a teacher. Actually, in our office also, I was put in charge of doing all these kind of things like taking classes of other colleagues in certain
Yeah.
subjects of official matters. I always try to avoid, but one such occasion came that I could not avoid it, and I had to take class. And before the class began, the previous night, I could not sleep actually. I was thinking, how can I deliver my lecture? What would happen if somebody asks me some question I cannot give answer to? Then I will be in an embarrassing position like that. All those things came to my mind, and I could not sleep. So it is a very thing that I am always scared about teaching others, because I always think if somebody asks some question and if I cannot give answer, I would be embarrassed. That things always in my mind.
But see, every teacher is a learner. Learning is never-ending process. So let's suppose today you come up and ask me any typical vocabulary word or maybe any idiom which I'm not aware of. So I have this tendency, being humble, you should say, I'm sorry, this is something which I'm hearing for the first time. Can you please explain?
Yeah,
You won't shoot me, you won't shout at me that time that, hey, why are you asking me a question?
yeah, that's true.
So we should just relax down. It's okay. They say every teacher is a student first.
And one more thing is that giving speech before a gathering. So it so happened that sometimes some of our colleagues retired, for any reason they left the job. So in those occasions, that you had to give a speech and you are asked to give a speech. So I always like use the other day yesterday that we discussed about that people teacher may ask some questions, so I used to be in the back bench so that he cannot notice me. It was it is like that. So if you are there in the gathering and some of the one of them would suddenly ask, Mr. Pal, you can give something your perception about this or like that. So I always feared giving speeches before a gathering.
Okay, this is something new. It's okay, let's prepare ourselves for that. Would you like to do one activity with me today?
Okay, I will try.
Hmm. For that, I need pen and paper. Do you have pen and paper with you?
Right now I don't have with me. Then I will have to go.
Oh, no, I always keep pen and paper with me. I don't have any issue. But for that, we require. Maybe next time. Next time, would you
Yeah,
come with a
next
pen
time.
and paper?
Okay, okay, next time.
We'll do one quick activity by which we can learn how to present ourselves no matter who give us question. Okay.
Okay.
Because in group discussions, especially in my college days, group discussion is a time where someone give, you are around 10 people are there in the room. You're given one topic and 1 minute. That prepare yourself in 1 minute about the topic and then present your ideas. So in that case, you just have 1 minute to think. So we
Mm-hmm.
need to have mindset, a roadmap, how to start, how to initiate, what would I say in the middle, how would I finish. So next time, whenever we have a conversation together, we'll do presentation activity. Okay.
Okay, okay, definitely. Yeah,
Okay. All
yeah.
right. So as it's Monday tomorrow, what are your plans for Monday? Do you like Mondays?
I used to like, but nowadays I don't like because earlier what happened that I get 2 days off, this Saturday and Sunday. So I
Yeah.
used to feel bored during those days, and I was always thought that if there was no holiday on Saturday, I could have gone to office. I could meet the other colleagues also there, work at the same time, gossiping also. So both things happen. Nowadays, I don't like because the responsibility has such that I always try to avoid. If there is no office, I feel free. The moment I go to office, there are so many things will be there that somebody will come with something, and you don't have this logical support to meet their demand. So nowadays, I am trying to avoid. I don't like Monday.
You're trying to avoid it. Okay,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
problem. It happens with everyone. But I think for us, every day is a working day, irrespective of Sundays.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
That's how it's okay. But if you enjoy your work, then you don't require that much holidays. As you said initially, maybe you were exuberant, you were high on energy. I would do this, I would do that.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe
Yes,
you
yes, yes,
enjoy it.
you are right. Yeah, yeah, I
When
enjoyed
we
very
grow
much.
up,
Yeah.
our body demands.
Mm-hmm.
I still remember in childhood we would play for the whole day and still be active. And today, if you
Yes.
ask me to do, let's suppose 10 burpees, I would be like, okay, now I would hit the sack. I won't do any work. So energy goes down as we grow up.
Yeah.
Okay. I have written something. You were telling me about that once you were given a charge where you had to explain to all your colleagues. So in that case, you instead of saying previous day is a day. Previous day means kalwala. So we have to say a day prior. I couldn't see a day. Couldn't see day prior.
Couldn't
Okay.
see day prior.
Day after.
Okay.
See, day after, a day before.
Day
Prior is
before.
not used here. Yeah, a day before, a night before, day after. Okay,
So
two
I can
days
say
after.
that I could not sleep the night before.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Previous night is yesterday's night.
Hmm.
I couldn't sleep the whole night. I remember that day, a day prior or a night before. It was difficult for me to sleep. It
Yeah.
used to happen
Yes.
for
Yes.
me. Let's suppose I know tomorrow I have my competition for the state level. I won't sleep. I would prepare myself for the whole night that, okay, you can say this, you can say that. It happens. There are always butterflies all around, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. But you love to debate, is not it? It is your forte.
Not just debates. Yeah, competitions have has given me, I would say, a lot of confidence. No matter whether I
Mm-hmm.
say right or wrong, I have confidence in life that I can do
Mm-hmm.
something.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes.
Okay, now. Avoid. It's not avoid, air sound, avoid.
Avoid. Avoid.
I generally try to avoid. Avoid.
I
Avoid.
I usually try to avoid.
Yeah, better. You're learning sounds, you're learning music, psychology.
Psychology. Yeah. Overwhelming.
Slowly said
Is it correct?
over,
Overwhelming. Overwhelming.
overwhelming. Over. Yeah, it makes O sound. Overwhelming. Mm-hmm.
Overwhelming. Overwhelming.
Yes. Vegetable.
Vegetable.
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower.
Very good. See that different guy. Atta is also called flour. Then we have corn
Yes.
flour.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Flour is the one which blooms is also a flower. The spelling is
Yeah.
different. Flour, Flower. Some people
Yes.
say it as flower, flower.
So atta
Mhm.
is also flour
Wheat flour,
with flour. With flour.
wheat flour,
Okay.
corn flour.
Corn
Yes.
flour.
Hmm. Yeah. So we have to say like this. Cauliflower. We are learning
Cauliflower.
different kind of flour. Yes. People also say corn flour. Uh, all both are right.
Yeah, I always say like this corn flour like that.
Yes. This is called typical Indian accent. We all have somewhere or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to say little. I make little mistakes. Then my teacher told me, "What is little little?" In Hindi, you say chota chota. In English, you are saying little little. So these words doesn't work out. Little little, small
Direct
small.
direct translation.
Oh yes, direct translation. It's okay. Do you also translate in your mind?
No, I don't do that. I hope so
Wow.
that I don't do that because I don't think about the sentence and I translate it. Whatever comes to my mind, I just speak out.
Wow. See, you were saying I've been working on this language for so long, still I'm unaware. This is again, you have achieved a milestone. There's so many people who are facing issues how to think in English. You're actually getting it. They
Yeah,
don't
in
have
this
to
case,
ask you.
I must say that yes, I don't think actually. Yeah, I think in English only.
Wow. Great. So give me two tips. What has helped you improve your English over time?
It must be practice, I think. So when I speak with the tutors like Shruti and other tutors of equal potential, equal quality. So how can I be lag behind when I have so many tutors, good tutors who help me,
Oh,
who
wow.
are
You have
helping
given the
me and
credit.
help me. Yeah, it is always tutors. You can do much alone. You can do to a certain level, but tutors are there to guide you to reach your destination. If you don't have tutors or the guide, you may you may go to you may take a route, but you may not reach the destination that you wanted to. So tutors are there. They will guide you and get you there.
So true.
Yes.
Importance of teachers. I think this document still continues. Importance. Yes, of course. And I think you are being modest enough to say that not everyone understand. This is why teachers are
No, what
important.
is true, true. So I think that in a other way that we say now that I like to call a spade a spade. So it is like that. When it is true, I must admit that, oh, it is true.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's really great. Now our session would disconnect, and I think the moment we have session together, the time just flies. It's always
Yeah,
fun
yeah,
talking to you. You come up with great ideas, great thought process, and that's what I truly enjoy. Irrespective
yeah.
of language, it's also important that what kind of personality a person carries. If I come
Yes,
to you
yes.
with low energy, you would not feel like taking session with me.
Yeah, sure, sure. So as I told you, na, you have got some traits which is unique. So it is like that.
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
because of you. You come up with a lot of potential in you. That okay, ready for the session.
That is your magnanimity. You are magnanimity, is not right? Is the right word?
Wow,
Magnanimity.
nice. Yes, see, look at your vocabulary today. You have used great idioms, great phrases, and the vocabulary words. Wow. Now I think every day you need to teach some words to me. Would you?
I can share some vocabulary with you. I cannot teach you, but I can share with you.
Oh, okay, sure. Next time I'll learn 5 words from you. Would you share 5 words?
Yes, yes, definitely. But I hope that I can grab a session of yours because it is very difficult.
Okay, got it. I would take a note of
Yeah.
this statement. All right. Have a embarking weekend, I would say. Weekend is over,
Yeah.
rather. Embarking week. Get up yourself, and I wish you all the best. Bye
Thank
bye,
you. Thank
Mrs.
you, Shruti.
Subhash.
Bye.